What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning into another one of my trivia unboxings on the Skooled Zone. The last video was a lot of fun, so I'm going to be continuing this monthly series. In case you missed my trivia unboxing premiere, check out that video so you know what this is all about. That way I can just give you a summary real quick here and we can dig right into it. So the mystery box company 1UP Box is collaborating with me on an unboxing series on the Skooled Zone. And instead of just an ordinary unboxing video that you might see on other channels, I do trivia unboxing, similar to the way I do trivia walkthroughs of your favorite video games. It's just a little something extra to make up for being behind the camera and not in front of it. So not only will you get to see all the exciting gear and goodies that arrive in the box, but I'll give you guys cool factoids about the items inside. But before we jump into the unboxing, if you want to get these gift boxes for yourself, there's a link in the description below that will both give you a special discount on your order and help the Skooled Zone out a little bit. Awesome swag for you, and you get me a tiny step closer to doing YouTube full time. So click that special link in the description below and use the coupon code SKOOLEDZONE for your bonus discount. In addition to picking up a 1UP box for yourself, if you wanted to help the channel out even further, I launched my Patreon page with some amazing rewards and benefits. Link for that down below in the description. And the first of the Patreon-only Skyrim videos goes up on Saturday. So there's still time to jump on board with only the $5 tier to get private access to that special ad-free video series. Long videos too, over an hour each. Now with the last unboxing video, I shot this on my camera phone. I'm getting better at holding the camera steady and with the lighting and movie quality and all that. After all, practice makes perfect. Alright, let's dig into the box. Here's the explanation card that comes with the box. Each month features a theme, and this month's theme is Enemy. I presume that means the items will give a spotlight to some of the bad guys in gaming and comic book geekdom. Should be rather interesting. I'm going to start with the small items and work our way up. The smallest item in the box is a little button. Here we have the panda again, like the button from last month. This may not be Kung Fu Panda after all. Instead, it may be the 1UP Box mascot or something. Not sure about that. But whatever the case, he just got slapped by a fox. Ouch. Alright, next item we have is a cool sticker. So I do believe this is Pokemon related. Specifically, I think this is supposed to be the Team Rocket trio, Jesse, James, and Meowth. As the theme of the box suggests, they are enemies in the Pokemon universe. So let's talk about Pokemon for a second. Pokemon is a worldwide hit franchise that was started back in the mid-1990s by Japanese game developer Satoshi Tajiri. He first developed the games for the Nintendo Game Boy. It then went on to develop a life of its own with an anime series, a trading card game, etc. The word Pokemon is actually a portmanteau in Japanese. That means pocket monsters. Coolness, and moving on to the next item we have here. The explanation card calls it a little monster luggage tag. It's interesting how they can use the likeness of various franchise characters, but don't actually say their names in most cases. Must be some copyright loophole or something, because this is clearly supposed to be Harley Quinn, in my top 10 favorite DC characters for sure. So what do I know about Harley Quinn? Well, I know she first appeared in Batman in the early 1990s. Although sometimes she dances the line of an anti-hero, she's mostly considered an enemy because of her association with the Joker. She actually got some of her enhanced abilities from Poison Ivy, another enemy in the DC universe. And her name and appearance, for those who don't know, is based on the concept of the Harlequin, a character from the Italian Renaissance theater scene. The Harlequin, or Arlecchino in Italian, was basically a mischievous gesture figure that ethically contrasted with the other mask figures in the troupe. These trivia unboxings are really fun, I have to say. I could go into so much more detail about all this stuff, but that's one of the reasons I call them factoids, because they're supposed to be just little bite-sized fact snacks to get you hungry to research it more, Alright, next we have a mystery box within the mystery box. I know what the card says, but let's see what's inside. Alright, we have a funky necktie, and I'm not positive, but I think those are supposed to be enemies in the Mario universe. Specifically, Boo and Shy Guy. You guys are always free to expand on this stuff in the comment section down below, aka the After School Club. In the last unboxing, you guys let me know it was actually Bowser Jr. that was riding on the BB unit, which I totally wouldn't have guessed because the shirt completely mixed genres, which was so weird, between Mario and Star Wars. Who would have thought? But it's a really cool shirt that I just happen to be wearing right now, as a matter of fact. So just some quick factoids about Mario. So the whole Mario phenomenon was created by another Japanese video game designer named Shigeru Miyamoto. I really got to hand to the Japanese. I mean, the US military dropped 2 atomic bombs on them during World War II, and they came back roaring 30 years later to create some of the best cars and video games on the planet. Talk about walking it off, Jesus. Anyway, Mario was first introduced with the Donkey Kong game back in 1981, with the hero ironically being a little Italian plumber out to save his princess from a giant barrel-throwing gorilla. Pretty trippy stuff, but it went on to become the biggest selling video game franchise of all time. Next, we have the Collectible Figurine. I like the random ones the best because you never know which one you're going to get. At least this one lists that it's from the Suicide Squad on the card. And it looks like it's the Enchantress. That is cool looking. Okay, some quick trivia about the Suicide Squad and the Enchantress. It's so interesting that the Suicide Squad is so hot right now because they originated sometime between the 1960s and the 1980s, you know? And again, from the DC universe. I wonder if we'll ever get to see some Marvel swag. That would be cool too. Anyway, the Enchantress in particular first appeared back in the 60s and was a magic-based character as opposed to being a mutant. It wasn't until the movie, I don't think, that her backstory was changed so she was possessed by a demon or something. Anyway, I heard they're working on a sequel to the movie, so that should be worth checking out. Alright, last but not least, the T-shirt. As I mentioned in the last video, every box is guaranteed to come with a T-shirt. Now this is cool. Guess they couldn't name the characters on the card for this one, but it's clearly supposed to be Batman in the background and I believe Joker in the foreground. Could be the Goblin, but I think it's the Joker. Anyway, Batman was my #1 favorite comic book character when I was a kid. In fact, Batman is actually the character that inspired me to get into the martial arts and also spawned my love for stealth characters in video games. I think in the back of my mind, I always imagined myself as Batman whenever I get to play a stealth character, you know? Anyway, Batman first appeared in 1939 and the Joker's first appearance a year later in 1940. If Bob Kane and Bill Finger, the creator of these two characters, could only imagine what their creations would go on to become. It's wild to think about how such a small kernel of an idea can grow into something so huge. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my second trivia unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned a little something. And as always with my trivia videos on the Skooled Zone, feel free to add your own factoids down in the After School Club below. I'll be showcasing more awesome collectibles each month going forward and culminating with that Christmas toy giveaway at the end of the year. And remember, if you want to get a huge discount on a box of your own and help the channel out a little bit in the process, then be sure to use that coupon code SKOOLEDZONE when you order. That special link is down below in the description and on the Skooled Zone website. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give the video a quick like and share it around to anyone you know that might want to get a little bonus discount on a box for themselves. And with that, we'll see you next time on the Skooled Zone. Peace out!